welcome to the Horror Hangout, a podcast where film fans watch the best and worst horror movies of all time and talk about them. Guess what? It's a bonus episode. And my name is Ben Errington, and today I'm joined by regular co-host, Mr. FrightFest himself.
Andy Conduit Turner. Hello, Ben. How are you? What an
Hello.
exciting time to be alive.
What an exciting time to be alive. I'm calling you Mr. FrightFest. This is a title I've bestowed upon you, myself. You don't have to live up to anything, but you just have to attend the event and look handsome, which you can do.
Well, I can do those things. Thank you so much for saying so. Although not so much on this video today, because obviously an event such as this requires a quick get together to do some reaction content. And at least in this part of what will be an ongoing discussion for several weeks as we run up to Fright Fest, been my run kit, ready to go for a lunchtime run.
You're ready to go for a lunchtime run right now. Oh, you're in
Well,
your run kit. I
I'm in my
see.
run kit. I'm
I
in
would
my
never have known. I
my
just thought
active wear.
man in a dark t-shirt in your active wear,
My active
and
wear.
I'm hoping you've got skin tight leggings on as well.
No, I go for a nice loose fitting short.
A nice loose fitting short. Interesting. Not too loose fitting.
Nah, nah.
Aerodynamics and all that. But yeah, we're gonna strike while the iron is hot. We're gonna react. It's a preview of sorts to the lineup to Fright Fest London, which has just been announced. It was announced yesterday, Thursday, the 10th, I think it was announced. So
Certainly
we've had a little
was.
bit of time to gestate and to enjoy and look at the lineup. So now we're gonna talk about it a little bit in a preview. Now, like every other year with Fright Fest, we are going to attend the event in full and also bring to you some preview interviews with as many filmmakers as we can get our hands on. If we don't speak to them, we'll hopefully speak to them at the event. And of course, covering as many films as possible. We'll be trying to see lots of things from the main screen, the discovery screens as well. So, giving you a nice cross section of every film that is at the event, as much as possible, between the two of us at least. And of course, catching up with familiar faces, former guests, friends. I'm not separating those two categories. Former guests slash friends. That's the same thing. And and new friends as well. New friends are good to make, right?
Absolutely, new friends are good to make. I've spoken to some of our existing friends. Can't speak to new friends yet, not made them, but spoken to some existing friends that are going to be there. So we're going to be catching up with them. Of course, if they see something we haven't, we'll draft them in to come and give their hot takes as well. I
Yeah.
mean, let's not beat around the bush, Ben. I'm talking about our friend Emma Camley. She'll be there. She'll pick up some
Yeah,
some of the
McCann will be
slack where
there.
we maybe don't catch
Last
something.
time she absolutely did do that, so we appreciate that. Thank you, Emma. And yes, it would be great to have you join us on the show again to discuss even more. I guess before we kind of get into the lineup, what were the standouts for you from the initial announcement? I guess Toxic Avenger was probably the main one, especially considering all the trouble it's had over the last year or so, or a couple of years in terms of distribution. I know we're getting a cinema release at the end of August anyway, but for this to be the English premiere on the main screen is pretty special, right?
Yeah, I am super excited to see it there. I mean, you'll note in the words of the legal text it says English premiere because it's in Edinburgh the week before. So
Oh,
as
really?
long as I keep my powder dry for an extra week, then make it all the way down to Fright Fest, then that'll be fine. But yeah, it's super exciting to see this headlining a couple of festivals. I'm super excited for it. Having seen the trailer, I am all in on this. Looks like a lot of fun.
Absolutely all in. And I watched the trailer for the first time today, so that is I've been kind of I don't know why I've avoided it, but I thought I would. The other thing is obviously the 4K restoration world premiere in the main screen of Neil Marshall's The Descent, which is super exciting. And also alongside that will be the launch of the book, The Making of the Descent, by Janine Pipe, friend of the show, and Neil Marshall. So I'm sure we'll get a chance to catch up with both of them to discuss both of these things and to see The Descent a restoration screening on the main screen again. Not again, but I'll be seeing the film again because I've seen it before.
We'll be
terrible,
seeing it in higher
terrible
definition
description.
than you ever have.
Higher definition. We're going to see those creepy little cave dwelling freaks and the monsters alongside them. What are they called? The freaks? The cave.
Cave lads.
Bloody cave lads. They're just chilling in a cave, mate. They've been in the cave for God knows how long.
It's
Leave them
great
alone.
white shark style, isn't it? Like very easy to be avoiding to be got by them. Just don't get that place they live.
Just don't go in that place they live.
The
Exactly.
cave lads aren't going to come and get you in the Tesco Express. Stay there.
Crawlers, they're called. I think
Crawlers.
Neil Marshall
Very
described them as
similar.
cavemen who stayed underground. Couldn't be asked to go up in the. As an introvert, I will attend to that. Attend. Yeah, I agree. Stay in your cave. Pitch
Visually
black.
similar and like reminiscent of if you're a video gamesman. The is it the Draugr, the sort of dark elves in an Oblivion
Oh, I
in a
see.
Skyrim.
Okay. Okay.
Horrible lads there. I had
Horrible
a
fellers.
no, they're not.
Um.
They're called they're farmers, maybe. There's something along those lines anyway. Horrible lads that live underground. I'm looking forward to seeing them in an all new definition and
mm,
chatting hopefully with both Janine and Neil about it. We bumped into Neil Marshall off camera
mm.
last year, and I mostly spoke to him about dogs instead of horror movies, but I don't regret that, not in the least.
We got him on camera as well last year.
Did we?
Yeah,
Bloody
we
hell.
did. We spoke to him and Janine, and I think this was when we're talking about sausages, talking about dog soldiers, and did we mention anything about the descent? I think we might have done, but yeah, we chatted to him off camera as well, so that was exciting. Um, so tickets are on sale Saturday, the 12th of July, at noon. You know, the scramble to get tickets is going to be pretty intense as it was last year.
Yeah,
Day
if you're watching
passes.
this, feel free to look at the tickets at about 5 past 12 after Ben and I have secured ours. We love
Yeah,
you very much, but I don't want you in competition with me. Thank you so
yeah, that's
much.
true. That's true. Day passes and single film tickets follow 1 week later. So that's when you book your single tickets for Discovery screens, etc., etc. Um, yeah, so it takes place from between the 21st and the 25th of August, 2025. Is that around about a bank holiday as
It
well?
is. It's
Is that usually what happens?
August bank holiday weekend, so
Oh,
that's why
look
that
at that.
Monday is there. Don't want the
That's
boss wondering
right.
where you are on the Monday.
What are you doing? Where are you? Well, I'm in Discovery Screen 3, I'm afraid, watching a film about kombucha. That was a trailer I saw as well.
That's another trailer as well. Yeah, the obviously the bank holiday is a great privilege for those of us that work at, normal 9 to 5 establishments. If you work at Drayton Manor Park and Zoo, you have my apologies.
Why? Just
Because
in
you've got to work.
general.
It's one of your busiest time of the year. August bank
Oh, I see
holiday.
what you mean.
Shockers.
August bank holiday. Everyone's there. That's where you go. Us inside enjoying the air conditioning.
Yeah. And then you're there mopping up sick at Thomasland.
Yeah, embarrassing. Talking of mops, Toxic Avenger. No. Let's let's get into the lineup. So, 21st of August. That is the Thursday. That's right, isn't it? The
It's a
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah,
Kicks
the
off kicks
little
off about 6 p.m. on the Thursday. First open it. So we're talking about mainstream films first. Let's talk about all of those. So on Thursday, the 21st of August at 6 p.m., The Home, which is the opening film, the UK premiere. This is directed by James DeMonaco. It stars Pete Davidson, John Glover, Ethan Phillips. Max is a rebellious, troubled man who's been sentenced to community service at a quiet, high-class retirement home, but soon realizes the caretakers and residents harbor sinister secrets that aren't quite as they seem. Pete Davidson in a horror film. How do you feel about this?
strong positive, the living form of Beetlejuice, as he's often known, right?
Yeah, from watching the trailer though, he's not doing anything remotely Pete Davidson, is he? He's playing it completely straight. It seems.
Yeah, yeah, he does appear to be playing it straight, but like he's ventured into more horror as his career's progressed. Like he was obviously a huge part of Bodies, 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 which was a lot of fun a couple of
Oh my
years
God,
ago.
yeah. Why did I forget he was in that? Yeah,
Yeah,
so probably a good
this
way to.
looks like a real intensive horror experience for him. Looks like poor is he's having a bad time
He's having a
from the
terrible
trailer.
time working in this. I guess it's kind of similar to. What would you say it's similar to? I mean, the Rule of Jenny Penn, something set in a retirement home with a completely different story, I know. But, I guess what this is doing is old people are scary, hagsploitation type thing. Maybe some sort of cult thing going on as well. It's got Get Out vibes as well, obviously without the sort of the racial themes. But still, looks good.
Yeah, I'm excited for this, and I think it's going to be a really strong opener.
Really strong opener, absolutely. Good way to start the film. To start the festival, sorry. After that, a film called Cognitive, UK
How are we
premiere.
saying this?
Oh yeah.
Cognitive is how it's
Hang on a
written,
minute.
but it's written. If you look on,
Cognative.
it's the the styling of it on the letterbox page is cognitive,
Yeah, I'm
as
seeing
in
it now.
AI is a central thing here. I have the letterbox right up
Oh,
here, which says a pioneering tech startup is on the verge of launching Cognitive. A new AI chatbot with unparalleled speed and intelligence. Soon, the team discovers that their creation harbors a dark and sinister will of its own. Clippy's revenge, mate. He's back.
Cliffy's Bloody Revenge. This is the UK premiere. Directed by Tommy Savas, stars Piper Curda, Noel Fisher, Josh Zuckerman. Evil AI, then. Is that what we're talking? Chat GPT. I wonder if the Pigeon Shrine are gonna have any
I
anything
know
to say
they're
for
big
this.
into the AI. They're big into the AI world, and there doesn't appear to be a AI in film discussion point this time around. So maybe this is their angle.
Yeah.
But it looks interesting. I don't know any of Tommy's other films at first glance, but this is the other thing that I like to do as a run up to, as a run up to Fright Fest. If there's any filmmakers who I'm about to encounter for the first time, a good way to maybe jump in and see what they've done in the past, based on Tommy Savas's history here. This might be one of his early jumps into horror. His genre work so far appears to be potentially. I'm, I'm judging a book by its cover here, mate. I'm looking at the pictures here, but it happened one Valentine's. That looks like a lovely romantic comedy. Um, the Art of Travel, The Moment. These look maybe in the sort of romance and relationship
Mm.
space.
So now he's going.
You know what?
Relationships are nice. Tell you what's not nice. Bloody AI.
Really horrible things.
Chat GPT. Nearly said BLT. Chat
That is nice.
BLT. That is nice. Yeah. Interesting. After that is a film called Night of Violence. This is the UK premiere. It's directed by Ilya Constantine. Stars Gigi Gustine, Russ Russo, Rene Russo, then Kit Lang. Um, Follows a group of suits, bloody squares, that become trapped in their office. Good after scoring a win against the public in a high stakes class action lawsuit. As it turns out, the townspeople who were slighted by the firm's actions decided to don masks and seek out bloody vengeance.
Those seats would be
What's
getting
that?
bank holiday Monday off, wouldn't they?
They will be getting
Working in their
bank holiday
office.
Monday off. They'll have a long weekend. They'll go have the Friday off as well. How dare you have a night of violence at you? I guess this is sounds like it could be like a siege movie, something in the realms of the Purge potentially.
No trailer for this one yet that I was able to find online, but the poster looks very interesting. The poster looks like we have our masked villains from the Night of Violence breaking into an office room, and the tagline at the top here is "Not all angels are heaven sent." And I think there's some interesting concept stuff here based on what's described. Like,
Is that a
are we
lyric?
going to have someone from a moral perspective, certainly in the current political climate, where our victims here are actually the bad blokes that we're actually, yeah, bloody get them.
Yeah, bloody get 'em. Not all the angels are heaven sent. I feel like that's a lyric. I feel like that's Bonnie Tyler or something. Uh,
But yeah, I'm,
the,
I'm I'm interested in this, and I'll always rock up for a
a
slasher,
late
so that should
a
be
late
fun.
night Thursday as well. Interesting. Then we kick off Friday with Appofeniacs, sort of like Animaniacs, I want to say. World premiere, directed by Chris Mars Piliero, stars Sean Gunn. Oh,
Yeah,
Jermaine Fowler, Aaron Holiday, an ensemble tale with intersecting storylines that escalate into chaos, as each portrays how deepfake technology can be weaponized to exploit society. Okay, interesting. So again, another like anti-AI, maybe anti-revenge porn thing going on. Yeah, I didn't see a trailer for this either, did you?
no trailer for this one yet that I've seen. I haven't looking at the director's other work. He has done some superhero stuff a while back. Electra Woman and Dyna Girl in 2016. He's done a Fergie biopic, not the writer of Budgie the Little Helicopter, Sarah Ferguson, the other Fergie, Black Eyed Peas style, London,
Oh,
London,
I was
London,
gonna say,
etc.
I was gonna say Fergie, Sir Alex Ferguson. There's free. There's free.
The
They all
three Fergies, all very different.
all very different and all from very similar, I guess, eras. They're probably all active at the same time at one point. I've definitely seen a Venn diagram there somewhere.
Yeah,
Um,
Appofeniacs looking forward to it though, and what we know about Sean Gunn is he can turn his hand to an awful lot. Like who knows what he's going to be?
yeah, he could squat down and be a little raccoon man if he wants to.
Could be a big tallman if he wanted to.
He
He could
could
be
be
a
a big.
normal man that has a whistly needle thing that gets you. Does it all.
He does it all.
He's
Uh,
also a Venn diagram in himself.
He definitely is. Absolutely. After that, a film called What She Doesn't Know, world premiere, directed by Juan Pablo Arias Munoz, stars Sienna Aguadong, Jessica Belkin, Connor Husting. A student indie grapples with moving away from home to college and how her best friend Bryn takes the news of her separation. A serial killer is wreaking havoc on the local community. Slasher times, then it seems, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. It's the written and produced by Terry Castle, daughter of William Castle, director of House on Haunted Hill, 13 Ghosts, The Tingler, obviously the original.
The master of
Original.
gimmick cinema himself.
A master of gimmicks. I've never seen The
That isn't
Tingler.
my word. That is literally the wording in
Oh, the master of
in the thing
gimmicks.
itself. That isn't me saying it gimmick because gimmick comes with a negative connotation,
Yeah, it
which I
does,
would
doesn't it? Yeah.
never put upon his name.
Yeah. What's The Tingler about? I've never seen that.
It's about I think it's
Spider
a big
sense.
horrible centipede-like creature, and then the
Oh.
gimmick at the time at the films was I think they put something in the seat so you could feel like the tingler was going to get your bum. A bit like
What do they put in the seat?
don't know, not an actual centipede, obviously, ever so cruel.
Yeah.
A bit of metal, I guess.
A bit of metal. Yeah. But yeah, some slasher vibes with that.
I'm
After
looking
that,
forward to this one. I no trailer. Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll get something to look at this
yeah.
because the visuals that we have, just a few couple of screenshots looks like it. I am assuming this is our main character, Indy, sort of submerged in water. It looks
Yeah.
interesting.
Getting drowned.
Dream.
Um, Next on the main screen, Transcending Dimensions. Director is Toshiaka Toyoda. Stars Haruka Imo, Yasuke Kubazuka. This is Japanese and it's a UK premiere. Monk Rasuke has gone missing. His lover, Nanoka, takes the assassin Shinino to a religious facility in search. There, they meet sorcerer Ajari. From the trailer, it looks pretty nuts. There's stuff
It's
that's
got
happening.
space. It's
It's
magic.
space magic, some serious like
Space
modern day.
magic. Normal.
There's space, there's magic, there's normal. There's the three things you need to make a great movie, right?
Yeah.
Um, it's like, yeah, travels to the edge of the universe in a violent surreal fantasy. Again, horror adjacent. These films pop up at Fright Fest now and then. Obviously, you've seen something Japanese with a samurai in Samurai of
Yeah,
Time.
Samurai in Time. I wonder if maybe this choice was influenced by how
I see.
well A Samurai in Time was received last year.
Yeah, yeah. And then, if you feel good after that film, you can watch a documentary all about a Serbian film. It's called a Serbian Documentary. It's a UK premiere, directed by Stephen Biro. Don't know why I added that little flourish to his name
I'd
there.
assume it's
Bi-
Biro, right? Because
Biro.
it's
Yeah, I know.
because that was invented by Biro was the as in the type of pen was invented by an Eastern European inventor. So I
Was
imagine it
it? I didn't
could
know
well
that.
be that's just how the name is said.
I love this.
Apologies if I'm butchering your last name, Stephen.
I love the trailer for this film because it's like the world's too political correct and it's gone mad, and free speech is being attacked at every moment. Here is a Serbian documentary, which is about a film about all the things we finally wanted to show. And it's like, excuse me?
I tell you what,
What the hell?
watching this trailer for it though, I will own my biases, Ben. I know the reputation that a Serbian film has, and it's a bit like your, in a very different way, but like, like your Cannibal Holocaust of the world, where I'm like, I don't think I need to watch that. I don't think I ever need to watch it. I think that's fine. But
Yeah.
actually, seeing this trailer for the documentary, and actually, despite all of the talk of oh, we wanted to make something really extreme and just do exactly what we wanted to. Just from the behind the scenes stuff, you can see all of the care and attention that is going into the
Yeah. Like all of the
prosthetics
practical effects. Yeah.
and there's a scene where clearly a female actor is playing completely like naked, giving birth to a baby, and the work they put into the prosthetics to keep her actually covered. So like you're talking about, I think it's really given me a like perspective on doing something which is unpleasant entertainment, but actually still the care and attention that went into the film.
Oh,
This was
yeah.
clearly not a
You,
slapdash, let's just actually be really horrible to people in the making of this film.
yeah.
And actually, maybe it's increased my interest in seeing it. I might,
Have you never seen
if
it?
I can brave watching it before it comes on. No, never watched it.
I've seen it. And yeah, I mean, I get it. I was kind of just that the way they kind of framed it at the start was a bit like, all right, okay, I get it, but don't turn it into that sort of thing. But yeah, behind the scenes stuff, you know me, I love a documentary,
You
so
love a
I'm
documentary.
sure I'll be seated for this anyway. Um, Following that, probably a palate cleanser, but definitely the highlight of the festival. What a lot of people will be looking forward to is the Toxic Avenger, the remake. Um, Directed by Macon Blair, stars Peter Dinklage, Jacob Tremblay, Kevin Bacon, Elijah Wood. It's the reboot of the 1984 Trauma cult classic, the fifth installment in the series. And what happened? Winston Goose has a freak catastrophic accident, transforms into a mutant vigilante known as Toxie. Armed with a mop, the unlikely hero battles geeks, freaks, gangsters, ruthless overlords, and corrupt corporations. So from watching the trailer for the first time, I like it because obviously it's similar to the original film.
Hmm.
Reminds me a little bit of something like Hobo with a Shotgun as well. That really over the top grindcore, grindcore, is that the right word? Grindhouse. That's what I'm thinking. Grindcore is a music genre. Sorry, grindhouse.
Is grindcore the music genre where the little monkey turns the handle?
No, it's like what are they called? Napalm Death with like 30-second screechy songs. Uh, yeah. But this looks great, doesn't it? It looks like a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. A big fan of the original and the sequel, which I caught up and rewatched quite recently. Um, yeah, I love a trauma movie. I'm looking forward to see the Toxic Avenger in a new light and a new era. And actually, in a time at the time of recording, when a new Superman movie is out, and your
Yeah,
grifter classes are talking a bit like, oh, it's a bit political that he's nice to people, isn't it? Look here at essentially the same thing. Someone who is battling the wrongs of the world
the bad
and looking
blokes.
in an inclusive way. The only difference is that Toxic Avenger will just punch a man's head off to do so. So
Yeah, and that mop looks even more deadly than usual, right?
yeah, it's like glowing, like
It's
Lady
like glowing,
Liberty's
yeah.
torch itself. Maybe that's the true
Yeah,
message. Um, yeah, I'm really excited for this. I can't wait. I think I'm going to have an absolute blast seeing it with an audience as well at the big cinema.
absolutely, absolutely. And then closing off the Friday is a film called Flush. Welcome to the hell of the toilets. Is the
Have you seen the
tag.
trailer for this?
Someone's head gets stuck in a hole. Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
So, UK premiere, directed by Gregory Maureen, stars Jonathan Lambert, Elodie Navarre, Elliot Jenicott. Finding his ex in the nightclub where she works and convincing her to come back and live with him should be doable, correct? Losing the
correct.
dealer and bar owner who left him for dead in the restroom for trying to steal their stash is still within his capabilities. But so I'm assuming man gets head stuck in the toilet bowl.
Yeah, however, that you missed the final line of the thing. So that should be fine. That should be doable. But however, removing his head from when it gets stuck in a toilet bowl, that's not a given.
That's not a given. Oh, bloody hell.
Um, I am really looking forward to this one, Ben. I will be seated for this. It's hitting a lot of very, very specifically
Flush.
Andy Conjure Turner coded boxes. Horror comedy,
French.
French. That's what you need.
That's what you
Um,
need. French.
yeah,
Toilet survival story. Well, that's just me every bloody weekend, mate. After I've had a wind vindaloo, that's a toilet survival story.
I think this looks really, really fun.
I don't eat
Um,
vindaloos, but yeah.
looking at what else the director Gregory Morel has put together. There's something called Ultimate Zombie Feast. It's getting on the watch list, mate, straight away.
The ultimate bloody zombie feast.
And Paris by Night of the Living Dead. I'll tell you what, someone who's clearly got some
Yeah.
zombie chops here. I'll maybe catch up on a few of those if I can ahead of seeing
Ahead of
Flush at
schedule.
Fright Fest.
Exciting. And then Saturday, 10:45, we kick off with The Red Mask, world premiere. Director Ritesh Gupta, stars Ina Inanna Sarkis, Helena Howard, Kelly Garner. When outspoken queer screenwriter Alina Green is chosen to pen the final installment of the legendary slasher franchise, The Red Mask, anger, outrage, and online death threats from die-hard fans cause a rift in her relationships. And then, but two uninvited house guests crash the scene. The weekend turns dark, and a twisted contest devolves into a duel to the death. I'm assuming this is like a slasher, but maybe something that's a little bit meta as well, in the
Hmm.
realms of Scream. Maybe something that's a bit like fine. What's the Freddy film? The meta Freddy film?
Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
That's right. Yeah, maybe stuff like that as well.
Bit of metafiction, and also one that has, loaded with current discourse sort of content in there as well, similar to what we saw in Founders Day, who the
Yeah.
director of which is also returning for this festival for
Oh,
another
really?
film. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
What film is that?
Don't put me on the spot. We'll get there. I've seen the name, but I can't put it to a title. It'll come up.
Next up, Marshmallow, UK premiere, directed by Daniel Del Purgatorio, stars Q Lawrence, Georgia Wiggum, Burnson. Shy 12-year-old Morgan is sent to the secluded summer camp, Camp Almar. On the first night, him and his new friends are told a horrifying campfire tale about the doctor experimenting on children. You never guess what. Story comes to life. The fear fable becomes real as a mysterious silver masked figure appears. And then, yeah, more slasher vibes, camp vibes, and I don't mean
Love a camp story.
love a camp story exactly. This man looks like he's got a big shiny head.
Yeah,
I was thinking it was going to be like the DJ Marshmallow, with a big old marshmallow on his head.
telling people that will find peace in the silence.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
But
why he's
no, it
gone to
looks like
camp,
he's
I guess. Bit
trying to
peace and
kill some
quiet.
children. Yeah, interested. Do you know what slashers? If I'm taking my experience with Fright Fest, that I've seen some really good slashers at Fright Fest. Obviously, Founders Day is one of them. Punch is another one. We've had good times with slashers at Fright Fest, so let's keep them coming.
Yeah,
Um,
Slashers are good festival movies, I think. Nice, a
here we go.
good
Oh my
choice.
God, Andy! As if
It's
you
the
mentioned,
next one.
it's the next
As if
one.
I did it on purpose. I didn't. Everyone, I'd forgotten the title.
Self Help is next. International premiere, directed by Eric Blunkvist. Stars Jake Weber, Landry Bender, Madison Linst. So yeah, director of Founders Day, and she came from the woods. Members of an underground online community attend a secret weekend retreat to confront their fears and regain all sense of self. But little do Olivia and their best friend Sophie realize her mother has become romantically entangled with his enigmatic leader. Bloody hell. Um, I don't know what happens next. Little do they know the unusual self-actualization methods he adopts. Dangerous. I mean, it's not telling us much about what's going on here. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
it
it
sounds like
devolves.
people have gone to a self-help group, and then the leader of this group is going to be big into something a little bit underhand and
Something
nasty.
sinister. You want to do some self-help, do you? Well, why don't you just
Well,
have
why don't
the...
you, while you trust me before I say anything weird, why don't you come and join me at this remote retreat, and then
Oh, I
the
love a
terror
remote retweet.
begins.
I love a remote with tweet.
Remote retweet. No trailer for this one just yet. But again, I've seen enough from Eric Blomquist with Founders Day that I'll absolutely rock up for this. Looking at some of the images, it looks like there's going to be some fun mask work here. In one of the stills, there is someone in a pumpkin mask, a la Season of the Witch. Someone
mm,
else in a big, what looks like a lamb mask. That guy could be a furry of sorts. Let's see what else comes. Let's see what comes up with this.
that could be a furry of sorts. Let's skip that particular
Uh, I'll
discussion.
be there.
Next up, Crushed. It's the English premiere. Directed by Simon Rumley, stars Steve Oram, Natapone Raudon, Margot Dietrich. So, his most raw and unflinching exploration of suffering and redemption yet, a shocking animal cruelty video impacts the life of Bangkok vicar Daniel, and their young daughter becomes disturbed by what she sees as well, and it leads to her kidnapping by a desperate opportunist. The local authorities and our tight-knit community navigate a maze of fear. This is what's his name? Steve Oram. He was in Sightseers, the Ben Wheatley movie. So he's got one. I'm assuming he's a good guy in this. He's got one of those faces. Whenever he pops up in a film, I think he's in Kill List as well. Whenever he
He
pops up
is.
in a film, I go, "Oh, something's a bit wrong about him.
Something's
Something's a
going
bit
on with here, and the director Simon Rumley is quite a few films to his name. One of which that horror fans will know he's part of the ABCs of Death.
Oh, I
Couldn't
see.
tell you which section off the top of the dome, but
No, no, no. But
Fright
one of
Fest
them,
alum.
Fright Fest alum. Talking of Fright Fest alum, Joe Bagos is directing a movie which is up next called Jimmy and Stiggs. It stars Joe Bagos. It stars Matt Mercer, Riley Dandy. Did you watch the trailer for this?
I did.
It looks
I'm big into
yeah.
this one. It talks comparisons are given to things like Evil Dead. I mean, and Evil Dead, Bad Taste, Dead Alive slash Brain Dead. My big energy I saw in this one. Another friend of the show, Jake West's Evil Aliens, is
Oh
coming to
yeah, yeah,
life for me
yeah. Oh
here.
my God, absolutely. So so basically, it looks like a Evil Dead meets Bad Taste. Out of work filmmaker Jimmy Lang spirals into an out of control bender during which he claims to have been abducted by aliens. Fearing they might come back, he contacts his old friend Stiggs to help him prepare for war. And it looks like it's a single location just in this guy's apartment, neon soaked. I think it said neon soaked, cocaine fueled battle of man versus alien. And it looks absolutely ridiculous, but maybe in the best possible way. The poster, it looks absolutely nuts. It's
Yeah,
like all of the neon colors you can imagine. But I'm
directly on board for this. Kind
directly
of
on board for
like
that. He directed Bloody Christmas as well, which I enjoyed. That robot Santa, Killer Robot Santa. Do you remember that?
oh, of course.
It
Christmas, Bloody Christmas really encapsulates the frustrations around Christmas time, doesn't
it
it?
does. Bloody Christmas. The shops are closed for one day. I'm gonna panic. I need to get the bread and milk in.
50 pints of milk, please. Yeah, the poster looks great. Yeah, I didn't realize he was behind Christmas, Bloody Christmas as well, which I very much enjoyed. And
Yeah.
tell you what, not his value. Joe Bigos looks like he's having a rough time in the film when he stars in. Look at his profile picture, though. Lovely head of beautifully well conditioned hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not his value, like I say, it's filmmaking is, but he's putting a lot of effort into that Barnet, and
Hell of
I
a lot of
think he needs
effort.
to be credited for it.
I'm going to credit him. And then closing out the Saturday is Hold the Fort, directed by William Bagley. It's a UK premiere starring Mark Ashworth, Julian Smith, Chris Mayers. Lucas and Jenny are getting settled into their new house when Jerry, well, it's too similar, those names, Jenny and Jerry. When Jerry, the Homeowners Association president, invites them to the neighborhood's annual Equinox party. Do you want to come to my Equinox party? I'm all right, thanks. Um, so what happens? Welcome to the Equinox.
It looks like it's going to be one of those things where are our new neighbors, are
The
they the bad uns, or are they actually
The
defending
portal
against
to hell
something
opens and the
else?
first monster attacks. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah,
So it looks like, yeah, there are going to be monsters attacking again, and
looks
maybe like
like
a siege movie, something like that.
looks nice and silly and fun. I'm getting the energy of films that I very much enjoyed in recent years, the likes of You're Here for Blood, which I thought was fantastic with the wrestling babysitter. Like things like Book of Monsters, How to Kill
Yeah.
Monsters. I'm up for this. I'm really pleased this year so far. I think I enjoyed myself at FrightFest
Oh
every
yeah.
year. I think last year the political climate and the films that were coming out very reflective of. There was some horror comedy, but there was also a lot of what I will reductively describe as misery porn. There were lots of everything's bad and there are no schemes and
There are no
there's
schemes.
there's loads of bad stuff going on. And there were some times where I had to take a breath after a film because there was some very confronting and harrowing and just
Oh yeah.
depressing subject matter. I think this year, maybe because the world needs it more than ever, so far, at least for the main screening films we've seen, a lot of lightness, a lot of horror camp comedy, a lot of slashers. Not to say these things can't have deeper messages behind them, but I think we've really gone for high energy this year
Mm,
so far from what we've looked at.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, next up is 213 Bones, UK premiere, directed by Jeffrey Prim. A group of anthropology, so it stars Colin Egglesfield, Dean Cameron, Tony Vase. A group of anthropology students discover that studying the past can be deadly in a slick, smart, whodunit horror. So yeah, some sort of whodunit horror going on with this. I don't know if we saw a trailer for this one.
Not yet.
A gruesomely masked maniac is brutally targeting them. So there we go. Another slasher already. So the main screen's going pretty crazy for slashers, but you know we're into it. Um, Followed by Tomb Watcher. So I watched the trailer for this. So I don't know what to make of it. UK premiere, directed by Vatanyu Ingwaweet. It's Thai, this movie.
Hmm.
Stars Waranuch Birom Kadi, Tarnavate Siri Watangul. Sorry for butchering everyone's name. When his wife passes away, The husband and his mistress finally seize their opportunity to live openly as a couple after years of hiding in their relationship, but his late wife's will states that he must live with her corpse in a glass coffin for 100 days if he is to inherit her assets. Who is policing this? Who is overseeing it and making sure it happens?
The lawyer,
The lawyer.
ironclad that that agreement will be.
Right. Can you not just put get in a glass coffin, just put a bloody blanket over it? Can you do that?
I guess, yeah, unless they've got like Alex Horn from Taskmaster to write the will, and it's like all the get outs are
Yeah.
covered. But I like the look of the trailer for this. I think it
Yeah.
looks. I love a turn. Maybe it's something in the from the days of things like Audition, when someone is clearly denoted as, oh, I'm quite a sweet innocent character, and then you see even in this trailer, there's a little turn,
Yeah.
like actually this is gonna be scary. Like I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's going to be scary. There's a lot of It's a supernatural sort of story as well. It seems tale of infidelity and death. And after
Yeah.
that, 4K restoration of The Descent, and of course we know it's directed by Neil Marshall. Looking forward to this.
Cave lads are back.
Cave lads are back. Cave girls, unfortunately, you're on the menu for the cave lads. This is like genuinely one of the most claustrophobic films ever, and considering it's a follow-up to Dog Soldiers, that is a pretty impressive 1-2 of British horror movies to bring out as a director. So impressive, and I'm looking forward to watching the restoration of this as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I will be rocking up for that one
Are there any more
100%.
4K restorations? Is that the only one we've got down?
The only one I've seen so far, maybe I've missed something, but that's the only classic I've seen so far. Everything else I've
Yeah.
seen up has been brand spanking new.
After that, we've got Bone Lake, which is the UK premiere. Directed by Mercedes Bryce Morgan, stars Marco Pegosi, Maddie Hassan, Alex Rowe, Andra Nikita. From watching the trailer for this one seems very similar to something like Barbarian, where two people rent an Airbnb and they turn up and they go, bloody hell, we've rented the same place. Oh, well, we'll just stay here. Like that, but a big house and two couples.
I like the look of this. I didn't know what to make of it. I like the posters. I like the trailer. Looked really good. I like and you know what? It's back, man. People make sexy movies again now.
Oh
All
yeah, very
right,
sexy. Doesn't it keep saying it's like the soundtrack keeps saying sex and violence? I
sex
think it
and
does.
violence. Yeah,
Sex and violence, sex and violence, or it might be sex and lies.
you're singing sex and violence to the tune of the George Dawes intro from.
Yeah, I think I was. Sex and violence, sex and violence, sex and violence. Do 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 do.
It's the new trailer. Yeah, I really like this, and I like we're going back. We're fighting back against the puritanical time, but make sexy movies. Come on.
Yeah, get these movies nice and sexy. Um, Closing off Sunday, Redux Redux, the English premiere, directed by Kevin and Matthew McManus, stars Jim Cummings, Derek Alexander, Deborah Christopherson. Any relationship to Chris Christopherson? Who knows? This is like a sci-fi thriller thing going on. It seems like there's a woman who is traveling through the multiverse in what looks like a coffin
Yeah,
she's got from
like
a set of Red Dwarf.
like like Bill and Ted's
Bill and
phone
Ted's
box
coffin.
time
She's
machine.
traveling through trying to like her mission is to murder the serial killer responsible for her daughter Anna's death over and over and over again. So a story of vengeance, I guess, similar to something like I was going to say like gave me like vibes of like Looper, perhaps, maybe something like
Yeah,
I saw the devil in terms of that prolonged vengeance, getting real pleasure out of committing those acts
I
of
saw the
vengeance.
devil by way of Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
There's a trailer for this, but I have not seen it myself. Yeah, I'm excited for this. Great high concept.
Absolutely. Um, that's the rest. That's all we got for Sunday. Monday, kicking off Monday, a film called Odyssey. Not the Odyssey of Christopher Nolan, because that would be mad.
I'd be mad.
But
Just like here's an unrelated epic film.
here's an unrelated epic film. It's a UK premiere, directed by Jared Johnson. Stars Rebecca Calder,
Yeah,
Tom Davis,
of Broken Bird fame.
Broken Bird fame, yeah. Natasha Flynn is a sharp-tongued, coke-fueled London estate agent. Now, they all are, aren't they? Um, Her seemingly glossy life. hides a spiraling mess of broken dreams.
So if you
Um,
see any London estate agents while you're in London for Fright Fest, just let them know. I
so I
know,
think
I understand that it's not all cocaine.
it's not all
Sometimes
cocaine. You shouldn't
you've
be
got
doing
real
cocaine.
struggles.
True struggles. So this one looks like a kind of like a crime thriller because she kidnaps a fellow estate agent and says, "Put out online that all the houses you're showing people are shit. Go on, go on."
If
Don't know
you
if
could
it
just
does
for
it.
once know what tax bracket this house is in, without having to call back to the office, that would be fucking
That would be
bonzo.
bloody amazing. All right. Following that on Monday, we've got Mother of Flies, UK premiere, directed by John Adams, Zelda Adams, and Toby Poser. There's basically two Adams siblings, and they've gone, we've got a poser in here, ready to help us help us direct it.
Help us out.
It stars all of those people as well. And Lulu Adams. It's a real
An
Adams
acclaimed
family
family
affair.
directing trio, so a real family affair.
Yeah. Look at that. It's all
A
going on.
sequel to a spiritual sequel, not an actual sequel to Hellbender. Okay.
Yeah. A young woman faces a deadly diagnosis. She seeks dark magic from a witch in the woods for the cure, but every cure has its cost. Um, Interesting. Who knows what this could mean?
Interesting.
Some sort of folk horror vibe, some supernatural stuff, some witchy things, and the mother of flies. I wonder if we got some baby flies in it, which are what?
Baby
Maggots.
flies, maggots. Yeah.
Maggots.
And then when they grow up to flies, they can be the Amityville horror and form into a big fist to punch a vicar down the
Not the
stairs.
fly fist. No, the mother of flies has hit me with the fly fist again, please. No.
The mother of flies would have
Yeah,
all the fly moves. She'd have
yeah.
two fly fists. She'd do a fly headbutt.
This is like a boss out of an epic RPG game. After that, we got a film called Bamboo Revenge. Just from the picture, it scares me because it's like those bamboo looking traps. You know, the ones that were like you always hear stories about them in Vietnam where these traps are in the jungle with like this horrible spiked bamboo and you just the
They come
wrong
ever so
step,
sharp if you fall in.
and you end up dead,
Pierced on a
sharp,
spike.
pierced on a spike or a multitude of spikes. Bamboo Revenge, directed by Edgar Marie, stars Audrey Pirot, Paul Debbie, Constantine Vidal. After an al fresco party, a trio of friends wake up tied to the ground in a remote forest. How'd you get tied to the ground?
10 pegs.
Hammered in, tent pegged in. Yeah.
Gulliver travelled is how you get
Oh
stuck in the
no!
ground.
All the little fellas. So then what happens? She planted a
Um,
special type of bamboo shoot, the moso, beneath them, which grows a meter and 20 centimeters in 24 hours. Either they confess to their alleged crimes or they'll be fatally impaled by the deadly shoots at the end of the day. See, that would be nice for like the first hour. You'd be like, oh, that's scratching me now. That's getting me right where I want it. And then after a while, when it starts impaling you, dead.
you'll be pierced, yeah. And so
Yes.
natural born killing takes on a whole new meaning. I love a little cheeky little bit
You
of
love a cheeky
wordplay
little
to
tagline, don't you?
finish that off. Um, I'm excited for this. I think another good,
I
like a
like
bit
it.
like Redux Redux. Give me a concept second only to a mulcher which like churns you into your net worth. This is the type of concept that I live for, Ben, in a horror movie. So get me stuck
Hell
in.
yeah. Okay, so next up, The Rose. 7-year-old Lucy wakes up in the middle of a mysterious cornfield. She has no memory of how she got there. She discovers a dead body and an abandoned gun in a nearby clearing when she is immediately confronted by three masked killers searching for her. A deadly game of cat and mouse ensues as she tries to evade the gang. Directed by Seth Daly, stars Brindisi Dupree, Laura Pickett, Marcus Woods. Again, seems like some sort of like high concept thriller going on. Oh wait, listen to this as well. Lucy fights to stay alive, aided by her family dog.
Oh, tell you what, that just got an extra star from me, Ben.
Yeah,
Not even seen it
considering
yet.
considering I watched on your recommendation, I watched After Midnight last night, the anthology. Considering dogs get a bad rap in that film, I'm glad. I want dogs to get
Yeah,
their flowers.
the dogs in After Midnight have epitomized bad boys.
They've epitomized bad boys, but to be honest, they got their just desserts, right? Even though I wouldn't agree with it, I'd be like, I don't agree with that.
Spoilers for a film from the 80s in a essentially news-based discussion point, but red-barreled, those poor dogs
Oh
explode an
no, they get
entire
bloody red
building.
barreled. Oh man, devastating. And then the closing film on the main screen on Monday is a film called Influencers, the UK premiere, directed by Curtis David Harder.
Genuinely,
Start.
then, before you say anything else about this, when I said, "Oh, influencers," is this like aliens to Alien, and this is influencers to influencer? It is.
Oh, oh, it
It is a
actually
sequel.
is.
It is a sequel
It's
to
a sequel to
Influencer.
Influencer. Oh my God, I've not seen it, so I'll probably need to watch Influencer to make sure I'm caught up. Just
I
when you
saw it.
thought
It's all right.
that it stars Cassandra Nord, Veronica Long, Lisa Delmar. Just when you thought it was safe to travel again, the mysterious chameleon CW pops up in your social media feed and activates your FOMO in the second epic installment of the wildly successful Shudder original. Deadly femme fatale CW opens her heart to a beautiful new girlfriend, but this time jealousy rears its ugly head when she homes in on Charlotte, a popular British influencer who throws a wrench into her anniversary plans. Have I seen Influencer? I think I have seen Influencer. Now I say I should see it. Yeah, I have seen that. The one on like an island or something.
Yeah, it's about an
Yes,
influencer and that
I've seen it.
woman. That woman, the Netzer, Sandra Bullock's.
That's right. I've seen it, and I pretty much remember enjoying it. So
Yeah.
CW is back. CW is getting a franchise. Influencer 2, you would like to call it, but it's just influencers because there's more than one, even though there's probably more
The
than
S
one.
is a dollar sign,
The
alien
dollar
style.
is a bloody dollar sign. There we go then. That's closing out the day. I think what we'll do is so this will be part one of our preview for the main screen film. Little part two. Absolutely. Why
And we'll
not?
cover the discovery screens to make sure, because tell you what, it's not for us to tell you just the things that we're the most excited about, little highlights. We're going to talk about everything and give you the chance to make your own mind up about whether you're enjoying Fright Fest from on the ground or from afar. We want to make sure we've given you optimum slash maximal coverage. In the
Oh
show
yeah.
notes to this one, I say this accommodating for what some work that Ben will have to do. We have already put together a letterbox list of all the films that have letterboxed entries. We've already put together a
Yeah.
YouTube playlist that has all of the trailers that we've been able to find so far. We will include links to those. So, I care about the number of clicks you're having to do in your daily admin. So, if you want to see everything very quickly all put together, we'll include the link to the Fright Fest page as well, so you can read their lineup details.
Absolutely. Do it. We'll put all those in the show notes, so it will all be in one place. But remember, if you can't attend the event for whatever reason, all of your coverage in one place. Sit with your horror hangout boys because we're going to be covering it all.
There we'll be putting in the hard yards, the hard hours.
Right.
Tell you what, if you want to help us get focused and hyped accordingly, drop us a little comment on your platform of choice, either directly to us in any of the socials, or if you're listening to this on your podcatcher, things like Spotify, they got a little comment section now.
Yeah, and
Chuck it in there.
we are getting Spotify comments as well. So please leave a comment telling us what you think of the episode,
Tell us what you're looking forward to seeing at Fright Fest or
or
putting on your watch list.
correct us on on anything. I know some people like to do that on comments. That's fine. I'm happy with that. My ego will allow it. So thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the show, become a patron at patreon.com/horror hangout. Thanks to Taj Easton for our theme music. Thanks to Acast for hosting the show. Please consider giving us a rating or review. And we're on Threads, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Horrorhangout.co.uk for everything in one place. We will return with part two of our preview for Fright Fest 2025. So please tune into that as well. But for now, catch you very soon.
See you later, everybody. Bye for now.
All the best.